Okay, welcome back to more Pokemon Diamond. We are trekking through the second half of Victory Road because, yeah, this place is large. I wonder, what is the longest Victory Road in the entire series? I don't think this one is the longest, but okay, so it's kind of looking like Black 2 and White 2, Gen 5. She's 2 hours. That's ridiculous. Looks like Gen 3 is also pretty bad, and then Gen 4, roughly. Yeah, at least according to the overview on it, which, always take these things with a grain of salt, because they're not always right or great, but it beats scouring through 5 Reddit threads right now. Gen 4 takes about an hour to complete and requires a lot of HMs. I mean, we've already seen 5 of them. I think the only ones that it doesn't require is Cut, because we're in a cave. And I think Defog and Fly, obviously. Obviously, you can't use Fly inside here. And Defog would be the only other one that has precedent. But thankfully, they don't make you have to use that one. Thankfully, they don't require Flash, which technically isn't an HM in this game, but, it still sucks, so... Actually, it's kind of worse that it isn't an HM, because you only have the one. It's like, I don't think we actually have to fight this guy at all. There is an item down that way, but I don't think it was anything worthwhile, and I think we would have to fight a trainer to get to it. So let's just go up the waterfall. There's nothing behind this waterfall, unfortunately. Actually, I don't think there's anything behind any of these waterfalls in this game, which... Is it even a real game if it doesn't have something hidden behind the waterfall? Food for thought. Dragon Pulse. I don't know how good Dragon Pulse is. I'm assuming it's good, because it's a Dragon type move. Most of those are pretty good. I imagine they give that to you right before this one, because this is a dragon fight. Also, I like the little clipping of the water between the edge. I wonder if that's an issue with the emulator, or if it's an issue with, the resolution, maybe. A bite. I don't know why the music has been acting up in some of these episodes. It's really annoying that this keeps happening. I'm not sure if it's an issue with OBS or just my computer getting old. I mean, it is, I guess, probably close to 5 years now. Which, isn't too bad, but obviously computer parts, the parts themselves were a little on the old side when I originally bought them. Not like 10 years old or anything, just they weren't the newest things on the market at that point. Thank you, Ice Fang. This is also a really good test to make sure that Ice Fang could actually take out Gabite and Garchomp and whatever. Giblet is a Giblet. Before the championship fight, because that is probably one of the scariest Pokemon she has. I mean, she has some pretty scary Pokemon, let's be honest here. She definitely traumatized a lot of children growing up. Yeah, I remember it took me so many tries to finally beat the Elite Four and the champion. So many tries. Razor Claw. That is an item that I believe increases crit chance. Pretty sure. I do believe there is something up this way. I think it's another item. As you can probably guess, the way out is down, because we have to fight the old man there. Okay, that's right. So let me size you up. You're going to become even tougher. So yeah, you can't actually go through there just yet. You have to beat the Elite Four to do so. No, sadly, no matter how many times you talk to him, he will not leave. Which is fine, because there's a lot of scary trainers that way anyways. Okay, what do you want? Cool. Can you leave me alone, please? No? Alright. Great. Tentacle. Go Stinky. Even though you're completely useless in this fight. More damage than I think it should have. Ouch. But it's okay. We're gonna take him out anyways. Super effective. Okay. I forget what all this guy has. He has 3 Pokemon though. It's kind of ridiculous to draw this fight out. Golem. Okay. I think I do go with Floater just because I don't really want to deal with I don't really want to deal with Torterra's moves right now, because, again, I'm not the biggest fan of Woodhammer. I don't really like moves that have recoil. It's just a pet peeve of mine that I don't really like taking damage just to do damage. It feels like kind of feels like it defeats the purpose to me. Especially when it seems like moves that don't hurt you do just about as much. But maybe that's just me, I don't know. Maybe I'm still bitter about the Kyogre trying to recoil itself so it didn't, so it wouldn't get captured. Legendary hunting. That's gonna be fun. I know I'm saying that kind of sarcastically. There's a couple that I'm not really looking forward to doing. Specifically Mesprit. I really don't want to do Mesprit. Because if I remember correctly, Mesprit's the one that constantly roams, and roaming Pokemon just aren't fun. And we only have one Master Ball, and I don't know how to get more in this one. I might look it up. If nothing else, just to have that safety net, you know? Just switch out. Don't do it. Oh, that's right. I remember my strategy for this one. It's let Floater get KO'd so that it can get a clean switch in. Sorry, Floater. You fought valiantly, I think. Come on. Like 5 HP away. Come on. You could have taken them out. Okay. Yeah, this place has so many high-end trainers with high-end Pokemon. And it's kind of scary. Alright. Be very, very careful not to accidentally walk off. You can go left. I believe it leads you to some more items in, like, another area. But we're just going to kind of bypass that for right now, because I'm more concerned with just getting to the end of this place. Because, yeah, we're only halfway through the episode. Gibble! It's not Giblet, my bad. I think I'm like combining Gibble and Diglett. Which, you know, Giblet sounds adorable. Like, I would like to see a Giblet. Go, Floater. Yeah. Yeah, Ice Fang for the win here. Like, I am very happy that Ice Fang does a lot of damage against these things, because Rando's gonna need it. I actually don't know if he's finished. Last I checked, he hadn't sent the save back yet, so I assume that he's been meaning to get to it, similar to me. Oh. Yep. He must have just sent it back yesterday. Another Gibble. So, he must have been able to finish it, which is good. Hopefully it went well for him. I'm a little nervous to see how the part went, but I mean, you level up your Pokemon enough, you can beat anyone. I mean, that's probably how most kids manage to beat Cynthia. Not shooting, not through sheer tactics, but grinding. Go Zip Zap. Gyarados. Oh, silly Gyarados. Don't you know that you're 4 times weak to Zip Zap? And your Intimidate will not help you here because I intimidate you back. Dragon Dance. Well, that just won't do. He saw me lower his attack and he was like, no. I'm gonna do my Dragon Dance. I'm kind of curious how effective Gyarados actually is on land. I feel like it would not be as effective as Gyarados in the water. You know? Okay. Let's get out of here before my repel wears off again. Aw, how peaceful. Water is deep blue color. Would you like to surf? I don't know why you have to ask me every time. Just get on the Pokemon's back and let's go up the waterfall. It's honestly a really good thing that you don't need surf and waterfall on the same Pokemon. It's a little goofy, you know, to think about. Aw, thanks. I try real hard. Alrighty. So let's just go ahead and get back into the main circle. And never mind. I was going to save and cut back in the next part, but as always, YouTube is here to ruin my plans. This little cockblock decides that he needs to come and attack us right now, right before we fight the Elite Four. I mean, I feel like... I know it's like a sense of honor type of thing, but I feel like you should say and be able to say no to a Pokemon battle. Why do you have to fight them? And unfortunately, we were not prepared and did not anticipate Staraptor being the first one we had to fight. I did kind of level up our Pokemon in between, because, well, I had planned on fighting the Elite Four, so, needless to say, some of our Pokemon might be a little over-leveled compared to his, at least a couple of his Pokemon. Fortunately, this Staraptor is quite fast, so he's able to get 2 hits on me, even though he really should have only had the one had I had the correct Pokemon out at the start. To be completely honest, I forgot that we had to fight this guy. That's why I wasn't really prepared. That's kind of why I had Stinky up front, because Stinky was going to be my lead in the first battle. But yeah. It did not work out. Snorlax. This isn't Gen 1. Technically, Gen 2, I think, is when Red had the Snorlax. Alright. Close combat, this guy. Put him back to sleep. Well, no, don't actually put him back to sleep, because then he just regains health. I think I did go for a different move than close combat in the next one. I think I was trying to conserve them in case we needed them. But I believe that was a mistake because I don't think this actually does enough damage, and something happens where Snorlax gets healed. Yep. Wonderful. Love it. It's great. It makes me really happy when I can't finish off a Pokemon and leave it with 1 HP just for it to regain all of its health again. Have I ever said how much I hate YouTube? I mean the rival in this game. So instead of using 2 close combats, we're probably going to have to use 3 in order to finish him off, since I don't want to risk getting him down to a single HP and then, I don't know, him using some kind of hyper potion or whatever. Although, I feel like if he had used a hyper potion or a full restore, he would have done it already. Go Zip Zap. Okay, Float Cell. Floatzel. Go Zip Zap. And just shake it off. It's fine. Awesome. Actually really glad that didn't do more damage. Ah, very nice. You love the one-shots. Heracross. Interesting. Well, I got a Pokemon who has something to say about that. Honestly, the funniest thing with Stinky, if you're fighting a skunk tank and it has flamethrower, is the sprite with the animation makes it look like the flamethrower is coming right out of its other end. I want to know if that was intentional or if that was just like a happy coincidence type of thing. Man, that did not do nearly as much damage as it should have. Flamethrower on a Heracross? How much defense does a Heracross have? I mean, I think Flamethrower is a special type move, right? Does the Heracross just have really high special defense? Ouch. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure how much damage that was going to do, because... This... Of course it leaves him with 1 HP, once again. But, thankfully, our burn actually came in handy. Finished him off for us. How nice. What a happy little coincidence. Alright, we got his Infernape. Oh, Infernape. How much I miss you. If we had Infernape, we'd be using Infernape a lot more than what we've been really using Torterra. I'm pretty sure Torterra came in handy in the previous gym battle, but he's probably been more useful in all of Rando's parts than he has in my parts, actually. He had him for the electric type, the water type, I guess I did technically have him for the first gym. Yeah, I think that was the only gym that he was overly helpful in, and that was mainly because we didn't have any other options at that point. Because he wasn't really all that helpful, if I remember correctly, in the fighting type gym or the ghost type gym. Or the ice type gym. I don't know how or why Flamethrower is not doing nearly as much damage as it should be against some of these Pokemon. I'm not really sure why it thought Shadow Ball was the right move, though. That feels a little silly. Oh my lord, dude. Come on, burn it. My lord, dude. Does this guy have, like, second chance turned on all of his Pokemon or something? Is this the third time that we've gotten a Pokemon of his down to, like, 1 HP? Alright, that's it for YouTube. He put up a good fight, but we gotta put him out of his misery. Just went down. My team still needs raising. Yeah. Maybe you should go and bother someone else. Like, over there. Darn it. You watch, though. I'll get tougher and win my way through the Pokemon League, because I'm going to become the champion, the toughest trainer. Diamond, you'd better not lose to me again, or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next part, where we start taking on the Elite Four. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.